Hey everyone. So this is the second part of the previous video in which we flatten a array, and in this video we will flatten an object. Okay. So how can we flatten an object? Like here, object has multiple keys and they are also nested. Like here, name is also an object, and there is two keys in name, first name and last name. Okay. And similarly, college is also an object. Inside college there's key address, and inside address it is also an object. Okay. So there are multiple level of nesting here. Okay. So we have to flatten it. So how can we do it? Like here, we can do one thing like in skills, suppose that we have to flatten skills. So we will name each key of this array by 0. Like skill 0 is 1, skills 1 is Python, skills 2 is React. Okay, so this is for array. Similarly, for object, we can do name underscore first is this, name underscore last is someone. Okay, and like here for college address is college name is this, and then college underscore address underscore city is this. Okay, so we can flatten like this. Okay, now let's think how can we solve this problem. Okay, so here we can see that there is nesting in our object. Okay, and here for the first time our object is complete object. Okay, and we have to apply some logic over it. Okay, and inside of this object also, like for this name, we have to apply the same logic over it. Okay, similarly for this college we have to apply same logic over it, and then inside of it address we have to apply same logic over it. Okay, so the cases where we can see that what we applied at the root, we have to apply it for its children also. Okay, so in these cases we can think of recursion. So here also we will apply recursion, and now let's see the logic what we can do here. Okay, so first of all we will initialize a object, new object, which we will return from this function. Okay, so let's say it, let's define a variable named new object, which we will initialize it with empty object, which we will return from this function. Okay, now in JavaScript we can call we can define one function inside of a function. Okay, so we will define another function here, and that function will do our part, the logic part, where we in this inside of that function we will write our logic. Okay, so let's define a function, create a function, name, let's say it flatten object util inside the main function, where we will write the logic. Okay, so why are we doing it? Because we have to return the new object from here. Okay, and like here we will define the new object. Okay, and we have to return this new object, and this new object we don't want it to get modified. Okay, so like we will use this new object in this util function, flatten by object util function, and we will add keys in here, and we don't want to modify this object. Like we don't want it to get inside any key of this object. Okay, so inside of this function we will look through keys of the object. Okay, and we will look through those keys and store the value of the key in val. Okay, so val will be object dot that key. Okay, and then we will check the type of check the type of val. Okay. If type is object, then if the type is object, like here in this case, then we know that we have to apply the same logic what we are applying here in this object also. Okay. So in this case, we will call our function recursively. If type is object, then we will call our function recursively, this function, util function, with that val and the parent key and the key. So we will update the key here. So first of all, let's do one more thing. After that, let's create a key. Let's say new key. Let define a variable new key, which will store like the parent key and concatenated with this key. Okay. So new key will be this, and we will use our new key everywhere where we have to store the its value in the new object. Okay. So the type of object, if the type of val is object, then flatten object call, we will call this function, and here we will pass new key. Okay. And else, if type is not object, then we will simply put the value in the new object dot new key equals to value. Okay. And then we will finally return our new object from our main function. Okay. So this is the logic. Okay. Now let's write the code. So we will create a function. We have already defined this new object and we have already written this new object. Now let's create a function inside of our main function. Okay. Function flatten object util. Here we will pass the same argument. Okay. And now let's also call this function from our main function. Okay. With the same argument, parent and object and parent key. Okay. Now look through the object, what is coming here. So how will we get all the keys of this object? So we can use object.keys function. Okay. Now look through it for each. In each iteration, we will get the key. And now let's store the value of that key for that object in variable value. And let's create new key variable. Okay. So new key will be parent key plus underscore plus this key. Okay. And here also, for the first time, like in the initial case, our parent key will be empty string. Okay. So this underscore will come before the key unnecessarily. So we have to check if the parent key is empty, then we will not add underscore to it. Okay. So we can check here, like if parent key exists, like if the parent key is not empty, then we will do parent key plus underscore, otherwise it will be empty string. Fine. Now we will check the type of val. Okay. So if type of val equals to object, then we will call our function recursively, and we will pass here value, and the key parent key will be new key. Okay. Else we will simply put that value in the new object for the new key equals to val. Okay. So this is pretty much done. Now we can test it. Okay. So let's define a variable answer and call this function here and store the value in the variable answer. Okay. So this object, initially we can pass the parent key nothing undefined. Okay. Now let's console it. Answer. Okay. Okay, let's open the terminal and run it. Flatten object. Okay, so here you can see first key we have skill, and a skill is an array with 4 elements, and it will also get flattened. So skills underscore 0 will be JavaScript. Okay. So here you can see skill underscore JavaScript, skill 3 underscore 3 is node. Okay. Now let's get to the college part. So college name is IT Patna. Okay. College name. Then inside of it, address is there. It is also nested. So college address city is beta. Okay. College address city is beta. Okay. And it is also nested at logs. So college address and logs lang is this value. Okay. Fine. Now let's see the project. Project is an array. So project underscore 0 underscore name will be this. Okay. So projects underscore 0 underscore name is this. Okay. So it is working fine. Okay. So this is also a very popular interview question. I hope it helps. Thank you for watching.